Okay, second round. Yes, we'd like to play first. Yeah, this one seems fine too. I'm not going to mulligan this hand. Our deck doesn't need too many lands to go, but we have been a little tight. I might have to be aggressive about cycling this Spell Bomb. I got to still play the Creek first, though. But this is a pretty sweet hand otherwise. A lot of good draws for us. Any cheap artifacts, any lands we're happy about. Mountain, huh? Okay. Homunculus. That counts. Make a 2/2, go ahead. Ideally, we just hit lands. We need to thirst and kind of get ourselves set up here. He's got a Kithkin and Greatheart. We have an Ethereum Sculptor. That's nice. Let's offer the trade here, though. I don't think he'll take it. We can't really deal with that thing if he gets a giant online, so getting a trade out of it seems okay at this point. Also, we just run the risk of him like going land, blind spot, giant, attack you, and then this thing just does nothing for the whole turn, and that's pretty lame. Sweet. Got the block, and let's play an Ethereum Sculptor and ship. Now, if this thing lives, we're in pretty good spot. We can just run out Esperzoa, return this, play it for free, and just beat him down in the air with an Esperzoa. If he kills this, it gets a little awkward. But he didn't. So let's play an Esperzoa. Let's attack him. Do I need to play this Bone Splitter? Probably so. I don't really want to let him know that we have it, but I don't want to risk him killing our Ethereum Sculptor and then me having to actually pay mana for it. There's some value to him not knowing we have it, but if this thing dies, I'm just going to feel really stupid. Because we're so crimped on mana that like getting this thing going is kind of a problem. Might be the best card in our deck. Thing is so sweet. Alright, what are you doing here? Riftbolt you have to do on your turn, so he's not doing that. He's got to have something here, though. Maybe he picked up that Path to Exile. I'm going to hedge our bets a little bit here and put the Bone Splitter over here on the Ethereum Sculptor. Normally, I'd rather just have it on the Esperzoa. But if he's got a Path or something here and we put the thing on here and he kills it, then he only takes 1 damage this turn instead of 3, which is big difference. If he paths here, he kills our Esperzoa or Sculptor. It's like, whatever. I think that's fine. I could use the the extra land here, to be honest. So, all right, well, we'll ship the turn back, and we'll keep this Path to Exile open or this Aether Spell Bomb. Here's his 5th mana, so he's got to have something here. Thundercloud Shaman doesn't do anything here. Another reason I like the early trade with this thing is, besides the reasons I said with him attacking and us not being able to do anything, is just, you know, when you've got this guy floating around, like, you want artifacts in your yard. You want to be able to get value out of that. We're going to do it a different way now that the board's the way it is. We're going to end up perilous researching and sacking this or whatever, and then playing the Sanctum Gargoyle eventually just to get it back. But, yeah, same difference. This is why I really want to hit it a land drop there. I mean, because then we can keep perilous research up. If he was going to kill one of these things in combat, we can just sack it anyway. Get a artifact in the yard, draw a couple of cards, start hitting land drops. Things aren't getting good. As it sits, we're in kind of an awkward spot. We've got clearly a superior board presence here, thanks to Esperzoa mainly, but also thanks to Bone Splitter. But, you know, if he Rift bolts away something here or whatever, then we just kind of have to let it happen, and like we can get so much more value if we're allowed to perilous research. So, all right, well, now we are allowed to perilous research, so that's nice because this thing comes back, and then we get to play it again for free, hit him for 7 again, and we move pretty closely to killing him if he doesn't do something here. Oh, he's got something. Oh, he's got Blinding Beam. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's good play. Cast this. Think I'm just going to Thirst, but since we hit our land drop this turn, I'm going to end step it. I mean, playing Sanctum Gargoyle here is okay, but I really want to get moving forward with our land drops and such. Sure. Makes white and red, so he just cycled his Manamorphose. He's going to play an Avian Changeling. That's okay. It's a good card. I support this play. We're just going to Thirst for Knowledge if he doesn't do anything else here. If he goes for a 2-mana burn spell on our Ethereum Sculptor, we're just going to sack it to Perilous Research. Oh, he's got a Bone Splitter. I see. You're going to equip that thing up too? Yes, you are. Okay. I like it. I like it. I see where you're going here. Thirsty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can actually cast this thing pretty soon here. Ugh. Yeah, I think we just need to pitch it, though. We need these lands. And I can get it back with Sanctum Gargoyle anyway. Which I'll probably just do this turn. Ooh, Flicker Wisp, too. And Sanctum Gargoyle? Yeah, that seems great. So let's play Sanctum Gargoyle. Get back Mirror Enforcer. We could almost play it again this turn. In fact, I think we can. Yeah, I think we can just play Mirror Enforcer this turn, can't we? Let's count it out here. Yes, I'd like to use this ability. Yes, I'd like to cast this thing. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pay 1. You got it. All right, not a bad turn. Thought we were going to be one short. We were not. So if everything stays the same, we'll probably just Flicker Wisp. It depends. We can Flicker Wisp this away to get him for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, to get him for lethal. So he needs to cast something here. Otherwise, we can just Aether Spellbomb and Path away, whatever, and just kill him. So he probably... Ooh, he's attacking? There's no Prowl or anything in white-red. I don't see any reason to block here. I'm tempted to. But yeah, I don't know why he would do that. He can play that earthquake spell for 3, maybe 4, but that just doesn't hit flyers. Yeah, I just don't know why he would attack here. Unless he has another blinding beam. But then he just like lets me trade here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I'm just going to roll with it. I'm just going to let him do whatever he's going to do. He's going to crush underfoot. Okay. I still doesn't understand. I still don't understand the attack though. He's got to do that now, by the way, while I can't Aether Spellbomb it. Yeah, I just don't get the attack. What does he have to follow up? What do you guys think he has here? What am I missing? I like the crush underfoot. Taking out Esperzoa seems good, but Blind Spot Giant, yeah. Yeah, I just don't get it. I guess he's not going to be able to block anyway, but... So I can get him for 4, 7, 8, 9. Not quite 10 here, though. But... I wonder if I should just be a little more greedy here. I think I probably should. Alright, so let's do it like this. Return this to your hand. Now this thing can't attack or block. Attack you. For a ton. And then play Flicker Wisp on this thing. And then I think I'm just going to get back this Aether Spellbomb. I've got Path to Exile lined up here. This is the perfect spot for it too, because he's not going to get a chance to get any value out of it. Yeah, you got an Avian Changeling. But I mean, if that's all he has, then he knows I have this spell bomb, so he can just basically scoop here. Not that I would recommend him to do that, but he could. Yeah, I don't think attacking's in the game plan. I mean, theoretically it is because of that, but then it just leads you down this thought process where you're like, well, then I don't win the game. Which is exactly where he found himself there. Could bring in a Dispeller's Capsule. We've seen one artifact from him. It was a very good artifact. We could bring in a Blinding Beam to tap down his fatties, but we just did not have an issue with that game. Yeah, I think we're just running this one back. This is a very easy keep. We have few artifacts, but any of them that we draw, we're going to be able to cast for incredibly cheap. And we've also got one of the most powerful cards in the whole set in our hand, which is Cloudgoat Ranger. So play this. The first couple of these, this one or maybe the next, might eat a removal spell. People get scared when they see these, and rightfully so. Stink Drinker Daredevil. Oof. Talk about scared. I'm kind of scared. What do I want to do here? Think I let him have that. I have to decide. So I can path it on his upkeep. But unfortunately that accelerates him 1/2 of what this would have done anyway. This is a really tough call, because sometimes they just play one big giant and then you just path that and you don't care anymore. my long-term game plan is I want to get Cloud Goat Ranger and I want to Flicker Wisp it, but I think that might not work this time. So what I think I'm going to do instead is I'm going to, because I think that's just a little bit too slow and too inconsistent, so I'm just going to Flicker Wisp this thing out of the way. I could have also done this, but I feel like I'm going to end up racing him here. So let's get in for a damage. He gets it back, he gets to untap, and he gets to kind of have his way with me here, but the good news of it is that I've got a Path and an Aether Spellbomb to help keep him off my back, and then I'm going to try to race him in the air with Cloud Goat Ranger and Flicker Wisp. That's my game plan. Hillcomber Giant for 2. Yeah, that resolves. This is a big one. If he has a Blind Spot Giant or something as well, then I'm looking at some nastiness. But if he doesn't, Hillcomber Giant I don't really care about, because I can race it with my much cooler, much creepier, and much more powerful Flicker Wisp. Oh, looks like that guy won. Well, good for you. Alright, he's got a Crush Underfoot here, though, so that's super annoying. Alright, so now we're just hoping to draw action, basically. That counts. If I should just cycle. I've got a big play next turn. There's definitely something to be said for just cycling this thing. I'll be patient. I might need to use that to bounce this and replay it or something silly. We're not really under that much pressure here. He can attack us with this thing and we'll just take it. If he does something crazy, we can have this to bounce. This is a good one against us. Manamorphose, sure. He's just using Manamorphose to just get through his deck, which is totally acceptable, though. Normally you don't have to. Normally in this format, you've got enough playables. You don't need to worry about that. Amru Scout. That's a little scary. That is a little bit scary. You can go get a Pacifism or just start powering out a whole bunch of guys, but yeah, what else am I gonna? I'm not gonna bounce it or whatever. That's not really worth it. So let's just draw. Ooh, Sanctum Gargoyle. Okay, that's promising. Right now, though, we just get the best creature here. Badoop. Interestingly, I think I attack here. Yeah, I think I do. Because I'll certainly trade one of these for one of these. And we can get in for a damage because these guys aren't blocking anyway. There's so few combat tricks in this set. It's not one of those type of sets. It's much more... It's a much deeper set of cards than target creature gets +X until end of turn or whatever, so... Okay, your move. This thing will remain unblocked. Hopefully he doesn't kill our Cloud Goat Ranger. I'd love to be able to untap and have the opportunity to bounce it and replay it if we need to at some point. If he just instantly crushes it underfoot or something, and so it goes. Alright, Bound in Silence. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect for us. Yeah, this is just great. He has no attacks here. I mean, he's got this one, but he has no additional... Ooh. Now he has attacks. He can throw it on this thing. And I don't think I care about that card anymore, but I could definitely trade off all of my soldiers for it and not really feel too bad about it, because I'm just going to bounce this and replay it at some point anyway. Next turn could very easily be Aether Spellbomb, bounce Cloud Go Ranger, play Sanctum Gargoyle, get back the thing, and then do it again. Yeah, I think I'm just going to block. I think I'm just going to triple block this thing. He's tapped out. I'm going to triple block one of these. Which one should I triple block? I guess I should triple block this Stink Drinker Daredevil because it affects the board later in the game, and because he used the mana to equip, so now I'm going to make him use an extra mana next turn to equip it to something else. Homunculus, you say? Attack with both of these. Yeah, this seems all fine and dandy. I'm going to take 5 next turn, but that's okay. Turn this guy. He'll be back next turn. But for now, you get this guy. Oops. Where did I spend the extra? Oh, I have 2 of these. I only need to spend 2 mana on this. Jeez. So good. I guess I needed to use both of my white, so it just means that I could have kept Aether Spellbomb mana up, which it could matter, but I just forgot I had both of them. Card's so sweet. I mean, even with just one, which is how I thought it was, that turn is just... I mean, that's just pretty crazy, the stuff you can do with these Ethereum Sculptors. And to think I could have even left this up, pretty insane. If he wants to equip up to Hillcomer Giant and attack, I think I'm just going to take that hit. I can double block and kill it, but I don't think I really need to here. Oh, he's going to Blinding Beam me out. Alright, well... He gets to hit me for 7 here. Yeah, this is pretty good, except for the fact that Cloud Goat Ranger's coming back down. Yeah, that's pretty good. That didn't cost any mana. Yeah, like if I would have left that blue up, I probably would have used it. I think I would have used it. Not 100% sure, to be honest. Because I've got some pretty interesting loops here, but it looks like I'm ahead of the long game. And so I might have done it just to protect my life total a bit. I don't know. That's an interesting question. I wish I would have remembered the second Ethereum Sculptor, but I think we're in really good shape anyway. Even another Blinding Beam won't get him through for the actual kill. And if I get to untap with Path and Aether Spellbomb active, that's good. All right, so he's going to search up something. An Avian Changeling. That's good. That's okay. It's a card. If he attacks with the giant, I can just block with any number of things. Probably just the Mirror Enforcer. Yeah, he doesn't want to. Equip. Alright. Another free Mirror Enforcer, eh? Let's see here. Bounce this. And I have some pretty nice attacks here. Bounce Path, is he dead? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's exactly lethal, so he has to have Path to Exile. But even then I get to play this thing. Feel like if he had Path we would have seen it already. That's what I feel like. Yeah, I think we just move in here. We still have this as a backup plan. Like it's unlikely that we'll just untap and die. It's almost impossible. He needs like a haste, the 4/3 haste, equip this thing. It's just not feasible here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Yeah, that's how that works. All right, so that was sweet. So we'll be in the finals in just a few minutes.